Today we're talking about summertime in Clare, les étés à la Baie. Early in the spring, the Wit-Wits would arrive, the peepers. They were the heralds, letting us know that summer was almost upon us, and it was time to get ready. Then the calendar would turn to June, where every screen door in Clare would welcome the June bug. The June bug would always arrive to let us know that summer was here. That was their job, to let us know that the good times had arrived. Back then in Clare, summers were very, very warm. It was all due to the ozone layer being depleted. That was because of aerosol cans. See, everybody was using Aquanet. So after a long day at working at EM Como or Arte Belivo or UJ Robbie Show, or maybe you were working a part-time summer job at les fish plant dans les harengs chez Franklin Canning, or maybe you were a kid fresh out of school on summer vacation and all you had was a bicycle, so you needed a place where the bicycle would get you. Clare had the best places to go swim during the summertime. There was La Montagne, where you could jump off the cliff and dodge the rocks and land into the falls. Il y avait la fishing game, au concession, au lac d'en bas, where they had a diving board, a canteen, and a little beach. It was all so awesome. You could get there from Bicycle to Comoville, Sonyaville, and Littlebrook. Kids would all gather around and jump in the water there and play. C'était wild. Or maybe you just wanted to go jump in La Poule or Richelieu, where it had a lifeguard and swimming lanes, and they used to host aquatic events. La Richelieu Pool was awesome. My favorite place to go swimming was Journey's Lake, the Lac Ohio. It was run by the Kiwanis, and I could get there by bicycle. Summer at Journey's Lake was the best. They had everything. Swimming lanes, lifeguards, the diving board, a canteen, picnic tables, change rooms, a little beach. C'était mad. But you had to be careful. If you hung out too long next to the dock where the diving board was, the leeches would get you. So you had to make sure you had a big block of salt to take those leeches out. Clare also had the best beaches back then. New Edinburgh, But-la-Rivière, Grandy's Beach, the beach of Saint-Bernard-dans-Lens, the beach of Metegan. The most famous beach was Le Cap, with its big waves and sandy dunes. But going there was high risk. Maybe where you were was nice and sunny, but you had no way of knowing what it was like au Cap. This is before the days of MSN Messenger. So back then we had to take out the Maritime Tell-and-Tell phone book, go through it, find a random number and call it. But not everybody wanted to do that. You were never sure what you were going to get till you got there. It was a 50-50 shot. A nice sunny day perfect for tanning with baby oil, or maybe a cold, thick fog day where you needed a sweater or a turtleneck. Sometimes going to the beach is more fun than being at the beach. The water au Cap is quite special. The water is so cold you think your bones are going to break. But after about 10 minutes, you start to go numb, and you start to trip out because your body's getting used to it. Then the pain goes away, and it's surfing USA. There were beach parties, a beautiful bonfire by the ocean, where you'd burn some driftwood or some old homework, or maybe a tire you had to get rid of. Drinking Labatt's Maximum Ice and partying like you were Spuds McKenzie. Smoking cigarettes, just enjoying the warm, fresh summer air. You could head on down to the Snack and Slide in St. Bernard, a medieval wooden castle with a long, tall metal slide. That slide would cook in the summer sun and be ready for you. You'd get on that, slide down, burn all the way to the bottom. C'était sketchy, mais c'était le time. One summer, something mysteriously appeared in the trees behind the church in St. Bernard. These big, massive nets that were installed, way, way up in the trees, as if a tribe of Ewoks were there setting up a playground. You could run through the net and jump around. It was so awesome. All these nets everywhere, no one knew where they came from. Next summer, they were all gone. Summertime also meant it was the driving season, and everybody in Clare had the best automobiles. The Reliant K, the Geo Tracker, a Miata fresh off the lot de la Baie Mazda. You could head out to the newly opened Upper Clements Park, brand new, with their tree-topper roller coaster. This roller coaster was made of wood. How that passed the road check, I'll never understand. You could go watch a movie at the drive-in theater in Digby. Pull up in your Tempo or Topaz next to the speaker, be with your Goonies or Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, see that big screen at Digby. And there was that one week where your parents would take you and drive in the middle of the woods and drop you off au Lac à Victor. T'as gone à la CGA. CGA was a summer camp where you had to learn how to survive. No Nintendo for a week. You're going to be taken care of by camp counselors, des moniteurs puis des monitrices. There's something special about being left in the middle of the woods by your parents and being told, "Wodi pon, nata hana votre prendre garde." My favorite moniteur was Julien Godin. He'd wear a cool jean jacket and play guitar. He'd play us songs and tell us stories of wonderment about the mythical band, the Rolling Stones. On arrival, you'd be assigned a doctoire en haut and a doctoire en bas. We'd split all the kids on 4 teams, Assomption, Champlain, Evangeline, and Gabrielle. You'd go on nature hikes par la statue, learn how to canoe, spend time at La Chapelle, puis l'artisanat. Pool was always full with kids having fun, jumping off the diving board and hitting beach balls. There was a lifeguard there, Matt Lessafar. And there was La La Peace would always attack in the middle of the night, paint your face, or steal all your clothes. Throw all your clothes on top of the doctoir. He would run around making pranks and doing little tricks. La Peace was always lurking in the shadows, always evading us, always sneaky. It's as if he had some kind of ninja training. He would strike when you were least expecting. Every now and then La Peace would slip up and the kids would catch him, and they'd bring him right to the pool. Everybody would gather around and watch as La Peace was thrown into the water. At the end of the week, they would hand out trophies and medals, and you made it. Your parents would come pick you up, and you'd go back home. There was the church picnics with the ring tosses and the chicken barbecue. You could play games and win toys. The St. Bernard picnic one year even had a jail, where you could pay $1 and put anyone in jail you wanted to. They would bring you down to the basement of St. Bernard Church and lock you up in a little jail cell. C'était wild. There was the Festival Acadien in the middle of the summertime, with its awesome parade. Some floats were highly decorated. The floats were always amazing. One year we went as Care Bears. But sometimes it's just a flatbed like the brand new Vite de Chiari Beliveau. Some floats didn't seem as if they were even trying at all, like they were just a car stuck in traffic. Then the Shriners would show up with their little cars and their little fez hats, just throwing candy and driving around like crazy people. C'était mad! The Shriners were the best part of the parade. And that's why summer in Clare was the best. Working summer jobs or going swimming. Going on road trip, having beach bonfires. As kids playing twice around the house or kick the can. Just running around and running into screen doors like you were a June bug.